O world invisible, we view thee. O world intangible, we touch thee. Good afternoon, welcome to Wiltshire and Going to Ground on a Tuesday afternoon. And I trust that behind me you can view the Stone Avenue, as it's called, that leads up to Avebury Village and the stone circle there. And whatever else those rocks stand for, its quality is far less tangible than the things themselves. I was visiting there over the summer with friends, and one of my friends, who's an artist, has sent us a lovely hand-drawn cartoon where the stones and the people looking at them have been reversed, and it's the people who are stuck in the ground like statues, and it's the stones who are walking up and down looking at them intently. And in his cartoon, one living stone is saying to the other while he gazes at one of these people, we think they had some kind of religious significance. Isn't that perfect? As if to say, where's the mystery? Is it in the rocks? Is it the people? Of course, it's the relationship between the two. And so much in the physical world, in the life that we live, is motivated and moved by the intangible, invisible stuff. Things that are far less easy to put your finger on, perhaps. Things like faith, hope, love, truth, goodness, beauty, that we see expressions of and want to replicate and make concrete. And certainly at the heart of religious life and spirituality is a whole range of things that you can't see and touch that give meaning to what we can. And I'm often struck in my own tradition, the Christian tradition, of the centrality of invisible things. And we often forget, I think, those of us who do speak from that tradition, how striking, how odd that is, actually, that much of what we speak of isn't before our eyes, most especially God, of course, the most invisible of all, in one respect. And today is no exception. So today is Michaelmas. We celebrate the feast of the Archangel Michael, St. Michael and all angels. And the Archangel Michael is described in the Bible in a couple of places. In the book of Daniel, the Old Testament book of Daniel, where he features in those vivid prophetic visions. And at the end of the Bible, in the book of Revelation, Michael is described as the one who vanquishes the armies of Satan in what Lewis calls the last battle at the end of time. So Michael's portrayed as a protector and a guardian, and a victor in that respect. Now, I've always struggled really with attention given to angelic figures in the Christian tradition, as I think some others may do as well. It's often seemed to me quite literally a flight of fancy. I've never been able quite to reckon with that. And yet in Scripture they're all over the place, attending great events like the birth of Christ, seen as mediators and messengers between earth and heaven. And I love in the broader Christian tradition where angels are depicted as being close to the ground. And you might know how William Blake had a vision of angels in a tree on Peckham Rye in South London when he was a child. And that kind of angel I can deal with, the one who's he might be in that hawthorn tree over there. And I love the idea of heaven being not millions of miles, a realm beyond the clouds, but another dimension of all that is right under our nose. And so actually angels stand for that relationship between the invisible. They're the personification, if you like, of the link between heaven and earth, and that the two are not separated and in a way that can't be crossed, and they stand for the crossing of that boundary between the tangible and the intangible, and therefore they occupy a really vital place in our thinking and our tradition. And so today it may be that you need to know that your life here, right here, under whatever tree you're stood or lamppost, wherever you are situated, is not separate from eternal qualities and realms and from the life of God, but that is connected and reached. And if so, friends, may St. Michael guard you and guide you in all you have to do this day. God bless you as you go to ground.